wins in 10 for the Robins on home soil in 2024. The Dragons struggling for points this season. 2 wins from their last 7. Rovers go second with a win. The Dragons consolidate their place in the top 6 with victory here. Round 16 of the Betfred Super League continues here, and what a round it has been so far. Live from Sugar at Craven Park, it is Hockey against the Catalan Dragons. All set, a lovely sunny afternoon, a great crowd in. As Rovers in the red and white. Mikey Lewis, there's the returning Joe Burgess, fit again. And Jez Litton making his 150th career appearance. About to get underway. Lewis gets us underway. Hulkea against the Dragons, and the wind holding the ball up there from the kickoff. Delighted to say alongside me today, Kyle Amor. Kyle, should be a cracker.
Yeah, it sure will be. Good afternoon to you, Mark, everyone at home as well. For this, the Catalan Dragons staring down the barrel of a 4th straight loss on the road. And Hulkea, of course, only been beaten once on this ground, going way back in March to the Warrington Wolves.
Dragons with the ball then. Da Costa will get it away to Fars, drops the ball back on the angle. Dragons already just short of the halfway line here. Now the ball in centre field. Busquet wrapped up. Nice one. So are we going to see the boot of Abdul early? We are. It's going to be an early tester. The boos go up. The wind causes the ball to drift, but Niall Evalds under it. First set in the bank for the Dragons.
Yeah, solid set from the Dragons there, just between the scrum lines, just carrying hard and direct, turning a couple of edge players back under. And of course, Jordan Abdul, his kicking game will be key this afternoon if they're going to go on and win. Good kick pressure from Hadley, and they're going to need more of that at the Robins.
Robins' first use of the ball then. And here is George King, restored to the starting lineup. And now the ball is with Whitbread, who missed the win at Castleford. Last tackle. And Lewis is going to send it downfield. The wind will hold it up. It's a well-judged kick. Moore does well to collect it. Gets it away to Davis. He'll return it. And I think the Robins will be pretty happy with their first set ball in hand.
Yeah, the ball just seemed to move right at the last minute for Artie Amor. His leg speed, of course, gets him there. As they look to clear their own end. 20 metres away.
Well, the Robins will be hoping to take advantage of St Helens' slip last night at home to Castleford. And the Dragons will know that Leeds are breathing down their necks for a place in the top 6. Here is Moore. Oh, beautiful footwork from Moore. Can he get through the gap? He can. Sensational run. He needs support. Kicks in wide for Davis. They are back there to collect it. And the Robins will ground it. Broadbent it was. How good was that footwork from Artie Moore?
Yeah, well, he just catches Suwasi Su going sideways. And then Jai Whitbread doesn't tie in, doesn't move quick enough. And he exposes the space and just threads the needle with that kick, just trying to run it into the corner for Davis chasing. And well done, Jack Broadbent, just mopping up the sloppy mistake, the lack of concentration so early on in the game through the middle for Hulkea.
Yeah, Tom Davis was only a metre or so behind. Good goal line restart is collected. Tom Johnson gets the ball away. So the Dragons then got that thumping win against the Robins earlier in the season, have started pretty well here. Farge gets it away. Taken forward by Busquet. Wrapped up centre of the field. Options for Da Costa, who uses a decoy and goes to Farge, who gets it out the back to Abdul. Short pass taken in by Sims. First real test of the Robins defence and a set restart. And here goes Garcia now, straightening things up. They're inside the 10 here. Da Costa waits. Gets it away to Farge. Farge dummies. That momentarily 3-on-2 on that right-hand side, but they didn't use it. Da Costa waiting. Gets it away. Busquet. King races out of the line. And they stop the offload. Eventually they will. Right underneath their own post here, the Robins. Da Costa waiting. And then pounce from close range, and he has got over. Alrix Da Costa is over. And he's caught the Robins napping early on here, 4 minutes on the clock. And those Dragons fans that are here, together with Steve McNamara, they're delighted with this start. The Dragons lead.
Yeah, Alex da Costa gets his second try in season 2024. And it all comes off the back of just hard, direct carries. You know, the guys downstairs, they mentioned it about the coaches talking about the middle unit. Well, you know, if the OKR players watch that back, that last 4 minutes, it's soft, it's weak, and it's fragile, because every one of Catalan Dragons carries have won the ruck, won the floor, and that there is a poor try to concede.
They're always regarded as soft tries, those, aren't they? You do all the hard work, and then you just leave the back door unlocked.
But I think the last 2 sets, if you just watch the ferocity and the way that they're carrying the ball, Catalan, they're not doing anything flash. Tariq Sims just does a hard carry over the top of May, wins the 6 again. And then it just opens up. Too easy.
Chamorg, so I'm practicing ahead of the game. This should be a formality for him. And it is, straight through the middle. So the Dragons strike first here, looking for the Super League double. Well, they've made the trip and they'll be delighted, as will Alex da Costa. He couldn't believe his luck.
Willie Peters will be so disappointed with that. It's Whitbread again, and George King just loses sight of the hooker there.
Keep them low, boys.
They have got that wind at their backs here. Navarre has been ever present this season.
Move now! All this 10.
Carries it forward.
On you remain, goal.
He's one of 8 Dragons backing up from the England-France game last week.
Move, line, hold.
On a decent season is Navarrete. Signed a 2-year deal last month as well, Mark.
3. Move, Jack, get back.
He's been a competent start from the visitors here. Skett again, hard and straight.
4. Move.
Some more early meters under his belt.
5. Move, straight out. Come on, Jay. Go 5.
Da Costa gets it away to Abdul, who hits it high. Ryan Hall underneath it, catches it nicely.
1.
Made that look pretty easy there in the end.
Hall. Go 1.
Here now come the Robins.
2.
And inside their own 30. This has been a really good start from Catalans.
It has. Physically, they're there. Exactly where they need to be, coming to a difficult place. Good offload away.
Finds Broadbent, who finds Lewis. Lewis got nobody with him. Goes to ground just shy of the halfway line. Jeslin in there, socks roll round his ankles, gets it away to May. May goes out the back to Evans. Evans trying to slice his way through. Good defence on the far side. Fans on that far side thought there was a second effort there. May gets it away to King. King gets the bumpers up and he's tackled on the 5th. 30 metres out. Can Rovers hit back here? Here now is Lewis. Sends it high. The wind's going to hold it, but is it still too deep? Oh, it's allowed to bounce, and Morg in the end. Very relieved to see that bounce the right way as far as he was concerned.
He got a bit fortunate there with the bounce. Kick looked too long, and if he takes it, it would have been the same outcome. He allows it to bounce and moves forward and over the sideline.
Hold. 0.
You always think having the wind at your back is an advantage, but it's caused more a couple of problems, hasn't it? Just holding up on the wind there.
Yeah, it's 2 kicks, 1 move first away, and then the next one just lost sight of it.
There's a problem here. There's a Dragon gone down. I think it's Tom Johnson's gone down off the ball here, and he is in a world of pain. Looks like it's a lower leg injuries, left knee. Now Tom has had a lot of problems. We hope it's nothing serious, but the way he went down suggests this is a problem. Here now is Romano. Romano cuts back across the grade. He's wrapped up 30 out. Tom Johnson is still writhing in agony. Ball now works its way across. Here's Fars, little chip for the corner. Evans is back, will gather it in the field of play, and he'll bring it back. Robins have it, but I'm hoping it's something and nothing for Tom Johnson, but the way he went down, Kyle, didn't look good.
Yeah, he doesn't look comfortable in back play. Let's hope he's okay. He's going to have to get up and get into the line if he is.
Well, he's up on his feet now. He's flexing that knee.
He's going to try and run it off, which is good, but in the meantime, it's May. Booming pass out wide.
Gets it away to Hiku, spots the gap where Tom Johnson should have been, and now Hiku advancing forward. Tom Johnson is hobbling back into the defensive line, but that was intelligent play from the Robins. Here goes Hadley now. Robins just starting to up the intensity here. On halfway, last tackle. They've got numbers to the left, but they go instead to May, who hoists it high. And again, Morg waits underneath it. And this time he catches it falling backwards. Well, he's offloaded it to Tom Johnson, who he did not want that at all.
Well, it looks okay from that carry.
All the way back.
Oh, he's lost the ball here. He's knocked on. It's a huge error. And Tom Johnson, he did look a little bit timid going into contact there. He could be forgiven just trying to run that little injury up. But in doing so, he loses the ball. Maybe a slight arm from Lytton, but he has to hold that ball, Mark. That's his responsibility.
He does. Maybe Archie Morg there could have taken that ball in himself, but Johnston courageous, Lytton involved in the tackle.
Let's get in, please. 10 seconds, boys. Get tight there, please.
Still running repairs, hopefully for Tom Johnson. Here come the Robins. Look at this for a scrum move. Lewis is like a quarterback stood behind the scrum. Now he gets it. He's got players with him. Runs out wide, but he's going to be wrapped up. Not seen that one before.
Straight out, hold.
Hiku waits. Lovely sunny evening here in Hull. Sleeve weather. A little bit different to when we arrived this morning. Down with rain. Ball now goes to May. May gets it out the back. Finds Evans. Evans with a short pass. Broadbent tackle, 5 short of the line. And Hall has it now. Swings it back in field to Lewis, who gets it away to Whitbread. Whitbread just has a straightener. 15 out from the post. Centre field. Options now for Lytton, who looks and goes to May. May, the ball. They race out of the defensive line. They got a bit of him and enough of him in the end as it happens from Romano. Last one coming in here for the Robins. Can they level up this game? Lewis, who's going to hoist the kick high across field. Brought back. And it's recovered far side by Davis, and the Dragons survive a test of their goal line defence.
Yeah, Kivalu just loses that ball over the top of his head. Thankfully for him, his wing is there to clean up in Davis. Just see there, just loses it almost. Not a bad kick from Mikey Lewis there.
Well, the Dragons have got it. Oh, the ball's come out again, but this time the referee deems the ball came out unfairly, and the Dragons will get a very welcoming penalty here.
You see Mikey Lewis's arm is trapped there as he tries to move it away. Sheridan just loses the ball, and it's an easy penalty. And with Jordan Abdul's boot, they're going to find themselves straight into the home team's territory.
Well, here come the Dragons. Well, let's get some news of Tom Johnson from John Wells.
Yeah, evening, Mark. Yeah, I was stood right in line with that when Tom went down off the ball. Did look serious, didn't it? The prognosis at the moment from the physios and the doctors have been keeping a close eye on him. They're not really sure what's happened with it. They're keeping a close watching brief over the next 5 minutes, seeing if he can run this one off.
Okay, thanks, John. Ball offloaded there by Garcia. Abdul moves it wide to Morg, turns the ball back inside. Little bit of hot potato stuff here. Navarre is tackled 25 out from the line. Are they going to double their advantage here, the Dragons? Ball again angled back towards the posts.
Stand goal for.
Ball now centre field. Garcia to Abdul. Gets it out the back for Morg. Morg double pumps and then fires it in front of Tom Johnston. Well, even a fully fit Tom Johnson would have struggled to hold that one in, and a chance goes awry for the Dragons.
Yeah, a little bit sloppy there from Artie Morg. Even if Johnson catches that, I think Burgess has got him covered. Just see the idea to put him into space. The execution of it, not where it needed to be.
Yeah, play the ball.
Tom Johnson, we mentioned he has had a juggle, gone backwards. No, it didn't. No, it didn't. It's a knock on. So an error here from the Robins. Just going back to that Tom Johnson, he has had a lot of knee problems, and I guess that's going to be in the back of his mind as well, isn't it?
Yeah. As soon as he feels any kind of uncomfortable pain there, you always have your heart in your mouth for him, don't you? But that error's a poor one.
What about this for an opportunity then for the Dragons? Broadbent with the error. Not been a great start from the home side. Looking to go second in the Super League table, remember. Ball in the back of the scrum. Here's Abdul now. Alone, and May turn with a good one-on-one tackle. The Garcia just stood still momentarily. He's wrestled to the ground, 5 out. Da Costa waits. He gets the ball away here to Farge. Short pass. High. This is going to be a chance for a shot at goal. Hull KR's defence went too high on that occasion.
There's Kalapi Tanganoa on Bailey Sirenen. Just as he cuts back underneath, he just catches his arm just below the chin. And it's a penalty, and you would imagine, Mark, that they'll just slot this over, take 2 points. The line there, just a little bit of late footwork, just catches Tanganoa out.
See McNamara. Great to hear from him pre-game. And his side are going to have a shot at goal here, perfectly understandable. 15 on the clock. If this goes over, this will be a very, very good start for the Catalan side.
I just think Hull KR, they've just missed their assignment through the middle of the field. A couple of penalties given away, a couple of soft errors as well, and particularly where they've done them in their own yard. Take nothing away from the Dragons. They've just carried the ball hard without being too flash and earned the right, and the good value at 8-0.
Yeah, Morg 86% so far this season. Already 1 from 1. And this to make it 2 from 2, and there's no mistake from the French international fullback. 8 points to 0. And a very welcome start for the Catalan side, who are, as you said earlier, just looking for what isn't a rare away win this season. They've not been in the best of form on their travels.
Yeah, and they know a win here this afternoon will see them just jump ahead of Salford. Of course, they'll play Hull FC tomorrow. A league position up the table for them.
1, move up and square, hold, don't trap him.
We heard that stat earlier on.
Jays, come on.
90% plus chance of making the grand final if you finish in the top 3. Well, the Robins here at the moment are shooting themselves in the foot, and another penalty conceded.
Yeah, I really like watching Hull KR this season, but they're off today, and they need to fix it up quickly. There's another score. Makes it an incredibly hard task, as Abdul just takes another 30 metres with that big left boot.
It wasn't even close. An offside call there. One of the easier ones for Liam Moore to give today.
Well, we saw right at the start, Artie Moore skirting back through the middle of the field, people switching off. Then Da Costa dives over, then they give away penalties. The drop from Broadbent, it just tells me the head's not really in it.
Well, they're going to make a double change, the Robins. Here they'll come the Dragons. Morg back in for Romano. He's tackled. 21 metres out. Ball now with Abdul. Finds Musquet. Little bit of footwork. Can he find the offload? It was on for Garcia, but he couldn't find the pass. Da Costa now swings it to Abdul. Short pass taken in there by Sims. Last one here. What can the Dragons do? Slower play of the ball. Farge under pressure, steps out of one. Needs to get an offload away to Ramos, held with it. That was better from the right. But they need to get the ball down the other end.
Yeah, poor end to the set though for the Dragons, Mark. I think they would like to put a little bit better, a bit more quality on the end of that, but it's not a bad place to turn the ball over as those double changes come up for the Hull KR now. Sue and King make way for Minchella and Sam Luckley.
Yes, an early change.
I understand why as well, because that middle just needs stiffened up at the moment.
Works its way into centre field. Litton waits, looking for a quicker play of the ball. Gets it away. Whitbread, that's a better carry. Takes a couple of defenders backwards. Oh, Garcia's on the floor, and then he's lost that. Well, he's spoiled his own good work there, because he's got a good carry. He's left a defender on the floor, and he's lost control of the ball.
Look, he's done 95%, absolutely correct. But it's the final bit that lets him down.
If he pushes forward and loses the ball, mate, that's his problem.
Gets a bit unlucky. Garcia's boot, but you have to be able to hold on to that ball. And 25 metres out. Catalan Dragons will fancy this. He set the scrum up just on that far second tramp.
Yeah, all 6 Dragons attacking players are to the left-hand side of the scrum. 5 defenders in front of them.
Time's over.
Plenty of room to work with for the Dragons. Can they extend this 8-point lead? Da Costa to Farge. Oh, is it his own man? Manna from heaven for the Robins, and now they break forward here. Ball carried forward, good strong carry. Well, that's disastrous. The Dragons shooting themselves in the foot on tackle 1.
Yeah, let off there. Tarek Sims, and then a penalty, so they've compounded error with a penalty. And this is walking the crowd up here at Sulcraven Park. Mikey Lewis wants to get on with it.
Yeah, had to be careful there. He didn't bite off too much because he's kicking into that strong wind. Wow.
Cheers,
Amazing how 2 tackles can completely change the mood of a stadium, and that's what's just happened. Willie Peters won't be happy so far, but he knows his side have got plenty of time to redeem the situation. 25 out here, luckily. Again, leaves the Dragons defender on the ground. Here's Minchella, fresh from his England debut last week. Gets it away to Lewis. Lewis with a sidestepping run, working his way past Abdul. He's dragged down 11 out. Big opportunity here. Letting out a dummy half. Can't get the ball away, and he's tackled pretty much where he picked it up. Right in front of the posts. They're going to work it to this near side of May. May goes out the back to Evans. Evans to Hiku. Hiku goes. Tried the power play, but Johnston got his body in front. And this is the last tackle. Robinson May. They're overrunning there. He's got to come back. He sidesteps his way through. There was no support. Ball comes free, but the referee deemed his arm was down. And that was a tackle, and therefore the set complete.
Well, it looked like he was just going to slide it towards the posts. But the line through from Da Costa spooks him, and there's a space there in between Abdul and Busquets. And Liam Moore gets that call absolutely spot on. You just see the right arm of May just touch the floor there, and that's a tackle complete, and the Dragons breathe a sigh of relief. But difficult carries now, Mark, coming away from their own end.
There are a few hands on hips amongst those in dark blue here. Here now is Ikavalu. Good carry. It's about 15 off his own line. Morgan at dummy half has got another willing runner to his right-hand side.
Still moving.
Tackle is made. That's Davis.
Oh, that's just too easy, Mark. He's made 20 metres in a carry.
Free. Play your ball. Goal free. It's the leg drive.
Johnston. Oh, in fact, it's not Johnston, is it? Driving it forward up to just short of the halfway line here.
Hold now. Hold.
Seguier. Who's wrapped up. Ball now to Farge. Drops it back inside. Ikavalu again. Second carry of the set. They're over halfway. They started right on their own line here. This has been a good set for the Dragons. Here's Abdul. That's gone straight up in the air. Be interested if Rovers even try and catch this. Well, they do in the end. Ryan Hall showing all his experiences. Get out of the way. I'm having this one.
Yeah, not seeing much of Ryan Hall so far this afternoon. 230 metres and 18 carries last week. The only parts we've seen him is diffusing those high kicks so far.
And last time we were here, it was a record-breaking night for Ryan. Is he going to add to his haul? Dragons player down at the ruck. Here now is May. May offered the dummy. Hadley was wanting the pass, didn't get it. Just over halfway. Burgess finds Litton, who finds Minchella, who gets it away to Lewis. Lewis gets it away. Great read from Davis.
Great read. Just kills the player.
Shot in off the wing to shut it down. Now the kick is high. Morg sets himself underneath it, catches it well, and he'll bring it back. Better set again from Hull KR here, but they trail courtesy of that Alrex Da Costa try early on, and 2 Morg goals. This time it is Tom Johnston who's wrapped up. Nowhere to go for him.
Well, I think it's pretty evident since Elliot Minchella came onto the field that the middle unit, Hull KR, look far better when he's out there. The width of pass is almost like another half-back there. Just releasing that ball, but it was a good read from Davis, it really was.
There's a rear on from the bench.
Goal 5, back is in.
Lays it to Da Costa. Abdul this time has got to go for distance rather than height, and it's swirling. It's caught. This is going to be, well, that is very, very close to a 40-20. This is going to be on the spot. It is going to be a 40-20. Well, the bounce and the flight of the ball there. Abdul kicking across the field. Ryan Hall got caught underneath it. And look at that, just over the red line. An attack, restart, and another set for the Dragons.
I mentioned right at the start of the game how important it was to get kick pressure in and around Abdul, because he has that within his arsenal. A brilliant kicker of the ball. Hall just loses that one over the top of his head. Is Abdul? Oh no. Garcia, sorry.
It's wrapped up on the 10. Da Costa finds Abdul, who finds Farge, who gets it short. Good contact needed to be as well. Lewis coming up with a big tackle just off his own goal line. In, looking for the crash ball. Desiree, he's going to be turned away. Big moments here for the Robins. Da Costa will fire it to Farge. Farge goes out the back, quick pass, finds Davis. Davis from the corner, great covering defence. Brilliant tackle. Mikey Lewis celebrates like he's just scored one at the other end. That was just as important for the Robins.
Well, that's pleasing for Willie Peters. Ryan Hall comes too aggressive, tries to kill the play on the end. But the working loop, just watch the numbers come underneath. There's Mikey Lewis in there, Broadbent, and they do enough to usher him over the sideline. Brilliant work there.
Broadbent did really well, didn't he? Covering, got a good contact on Davis.
Boys, pull the 10.
But the reason they have that is because how far they get up off their own try line. They almost get to 8 or 9 metres. So if you are stripped, you're allowed to come around in the loop and rescue the situation, and they did that.
2. Move on, Rex. Hold. No, let's go. Goal 2. Come on, Peter.
Tom Davis was denied on the Dragons' right-hand side, and good news over on the left-hand side. Tom Johnson appears to be none the worse for that little episode with his knee. The Dragons are happy with him, and he's still out there. Here's Litton now, short pass, Broadbent almost broke through the line.
He been good since he joined Jack Broadbent.
Lewis high kick, that is Hall coming forward, and Mayer's all over him and wraps him up.
Don't go early. Hold.
Another set completed by the Robins.
2. Move earlier. Back now. Goal 2. Come on, Jez, give me a step. Okay, now. 3.
Kingston.
Move earlier.
Tackled by Minchella and Litton.
Goal 3.
There's Aria, spots a little bit of room behind the ruck.
Yeah, no line speed. Just gets in behind that ruck. And Garcia.
There's the pass short to Tariq Sims, wrapped up inside the 40.
Goal 5.
Morg scoots out a dummy half. What's he got on? He's got to come up with a play here. This is the last one. He gets it away to Sims, who just dribbles the kick through. And in the end, Evans will collect it.
Another poor end to the set there from the Catalan Dragons. Steve McNamara will surely want to make sure that they can fix that up. Because the last couple of sets, they've just let Hull KR off the hook, I feel.
Yeah, I think once Morgan committed to running yours, Phil, the better option might have been to kick for himself there, but they didn't. Here again is Broadbent, who's rocked with a stiff tackle just inside the 30. Ball works its way across. Luckley is turned and then gets an offload away late. Here finds Litton. Litton's looking for support, finds Hadley. Hadley short of the halfway line. That was better.
Goal 4.
Here now is Litton again, gets the no-look pass away. Tackle made over the halfway line, last one incoming. Litton to Lewis, who's got a bit of room to run. Now he's going to put the high kick. Now the chasers are after this one. Davis against Hall. Hall gets it, ball on the ground, but who knocks it down? It's going to be a 0 tackle, and the Dragons come up with a ball, but that was a better contest over on that far side.
Yeah, it was Ryan Hall who just climbed higher than his opposite number and promotes the ball back to Kalepi Tangano. It looked like he come forward off Theo Farge first. They get away with that one.
2. Move now. Back in, Jack, come on.
And the Dragons, don't forget, plenty more to come tomorrow. The Raiders take on the Knights, 7 AM live on Sky Sports Arena and main event. And round 16 of the Super League concludes as Salford take on Hull FC. And then we're back at it Thursday night. Warrington on the back of a huge win take on Leeds. Before we've got a doubleheader, Women's Super League, Wigan against St Helens. Two teams flying at the top end of the Women's Super League, and then that's on main event. And we follow it up by the men's equivalent, Wigan against St Helens. Here goes Abdul, looking to get the ball away. Johnson kicks forward, and the referee deemed the pass was a forward one from Abdul. And there's not much sympathy from the big crowd here at Craven Park.
Yeah, a little change of speed there from Jordan Abdul. Not so much known for his running game, but gets on the outside of the right edge. The soft hands between them are deemed forward. I just feel that with all this possession in this part of the field, that you would have fancied Catalan posting a couple of more points.
Yeah, look, there'll not be much that Willie Peters is happy about half an hour in.
No.
However, that I think will be one of them. It is only 8 points to nil. It could have been a lot worse from what we've seen.
They're very much still in this. And I actually think that if Hull KR had the fair share of possession down in good ball, as much as Catalan have had, and I believe they would have themselves.
It's Lewis who throws himself into the smallest of gaps and can't quite force his way through it. Look, now he's trying to poach some meters. Another 10-11 downfield. Ball inside the Dragons' territory now. Shaw, the short pass from Lewis, and it's picked up here and brought back with a bit of interest as well. Again, a miscommunication from that Robins attack.
Yeah, just scruffy out there between Lewis and Kalepi Tanganoa. Kalepi Tanganoa felt that he'd overran that and didn't really want that pass. Mikey Lewis just throws it into his back almost.
Yeah, that wasn't the best way for that set to end. As the Dragons work their way forward. Here's Sarte. Such a good spell with Hull FC.
5 seasons over there, Mark.
Here's Fage. Gets it away, taken forward. And they're inside the 30 again. It's a slow play of the ball, a controlled play of the ball. Here now is Desiree, a little bit of footwork, takes him past Luckley, and then a burst of speed. Head through the tackle again, here they go, last one. Dragons with Abdul, little floating kick looking for Johnston, great leap from Burgess, and Burgess is hauled down 10 off his own line.
Yeah, super take there from Burgess. It was a bit too easy for Desiree with the dancing feet, just gets past Whitbread. And the kick is well taken there, not under any real pressure either though.
He made the decision early though, Burgess, it was getting off the ground, and that proved to be a good decision.
Release, goal free.
Here now Minchella gets it away to Sue, finds Lewis who fires it into the arms of Broadbent, gets it away to Hall. Hall cuts in, Davis slams him into the ground, and then, well, again, the fans on the far side were appealing for a penalty, they don't get one. Well, dragged forward by Tanganoa, this is the last one, Lewis will get it. Again, he advances forward, arrows the kick over the head of Morg. It then will hold up on the wind, and it's picked up on the Dragons' try line. Morg will bring it back. There's no gap there, and he's turned back to his 10. Good chase from those in red and white.
It was a beautifully placed kick. Just splits the winger and fullback, turns him around, and he made some good defence as well, but that's not where it needs to be. Johnson just skips past, doesn't make much ground, but just causes a man to be left on the floor.
Here's Davis. Will be a Robin, of course, next season. Shot there from the home defence. Dragons leading by 8, kick downfield. Did that take a touch? Evold's touch is a good one. He brings it forward and wraps up on his own 30. It's a warm, humid afternoon here. Some of the big boys in the middle are just starting to breathe a little bit heavier.
Oh, that was a mile forward. Got away with that one. Look at this. My word.
And carried forward. halfway. 2 left in the set here. Litton asking for a quicker play of the ball. Here's May, finds Evalds. Evalds, flick pass, what a pass to Hiku. Hiku just didn't have the support. Burgess, in fairness, was trying to get there, but couldn't get there in the nick of time. Ball now to Lewis. He's going to put this high. Morg coming into contact. Lewis is after him. Morg got him, but it was right on the shoulder. Fair challenge, says the referee.
It was a fair challenge at speed. Mikey Lewis just times that absolutely spot on. 5 minutes left to go.
Goal 2. Come on, give
Nicky Valu, he just looks to rip back through, and again he's just able to get rid of middles mark, leave people on the floor. Theo Farge takes off.
Well, he does, and Farge is busting his way in the middle. He's still going, gets a pass away here to Tom Johnston. Johnson with a sidestep, he's gone straight. He stands up, Niall Evalds, and Tom Johnson races away to score. Scintillating stuff from Tom Johnson on the lovely little offload, and that could be a hammer blow for the Robins. The Dragons lead by 12 points to 0.
And again, Mark, it's sloppy work. Take nothing away from Tom Johnson on his 150th Super League appearance, but the devastation caused by Ikavalu, just get look at just the sloppy efforts through here. There's about 5 or 6 opportunities to put down a Catalan Dragon player from the 20-metre mark all the way up to the try line. Well, Theo Farge just playing with instinct, jumping off the back of a quick ruck, one support, and there's only Johnson in there. But this is just brilliant. What a joy to watch that is. Such balance. What a score.
Not many people do that to Niall Evalds.
Look here, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's just too easy, Mark. Willie Peters will be absolutely furious.
1 minute, mate.
I think Sam Luckley has copped a bit of an injury from that carry from Ikavalu.
Yeah,
Theo Farge with eyes up just gets excited and takes off. And you have to say,
keep the input coming, boys.
They are very, very value for money at 14-0 with Artie Morg straight in front of the posts.
Yeah.
He's done everything right this half of the Dragons.
You could hear a pin drop here now, couldn't you? This has been a dominant performance as we've seen from an away team here. Willie Peters is not happy at all with what he's seen here. This for 14 points to 0. Kick is good. Right, let's get down to pitch side where John Wells has news.
Yeah, Mark, just a little stat for you on this one. We know about the Catalan Dragons' attack has been criticised at times, but it'd be worth noting that over half of the Dragons' tries have been involved either Abdul Morg or Farge, and that's tries, try assists, or try involvements. And by the way, Tom Johnson, I think there has addressed any concerns about that condition of that knee, hasn't he?
He has indeed. Give it a good workout there as he slalomed his way past the Robins defence. You just wonder, that result last night, St Helens losing, and all of a sudden the talk about the Robins going second in the table. Have minds wandered from the challenge of the Dragons, because Catalans have come here and been very, very impressive so far.
Yeah, they've needed this performance of the Dragons. Or the Robins, you know, I mention it, the try from De Costa, and it looks like there could be another one here. It's there, Seguier, quick play of the ball again though. Middle's left on the floor.
Hadley came up with a big tackle though. Here is Ikavalu again. You mentioned that Sam Luckley got a knock. He has gone off for a head injury assessment. Last one here. Abdul under pressure, kicks high. Evalds has got time, and Evalds will collect. Well, there's only a couple of minutes left in the half. The Robins would love to get down the other end and kind of points before the break, but they're a long way from where they need to be. Now the ball with Burgess, who skips out of one tackle, and if anyone could go the length of the field, it's that fella, but brought down. May, quick play of the ball, gets it away to Hiku. Hiku carries up to the 40. So we've got a couple of tackles in hand, and now they've got a full set in hand. Delight for the Robins fans. What can they do then from halfway?
It's good work there from Desir, just to turn Minchella on his back.
Here's Sue, short pass to Tanganoa, gets his head through the tackle. They're over the halfway line. Lytton one-handed pickup. He thought Farge was offside. He's still going. Quicker from the Robins. They look better for it. Can they now put some points on the end of it? They would love... Oh, the wind blew that pass away from Minchella there. And that's the strength of the wind. That was just a 10-yard pass. Stork moves on from the bench. He's wrapped up. 26 away, centre field. Here now is May. Gets it away to Lewis. Short pass to Tanganoa. They're inside the 20. Last tackle. Last opportunity potential. Ball kicked high. Morg will be collected in goal. There will be time. A goal line dropout, but there's not going to be much left.
One play with the kick. Just watched all the way. Morg collects. It's a goal line dropout. I'm not too sure they're actually even going to get time to restart this, Mark.
No, I think they're going to run the shot clock down here. This is going to end on the hooter. I think they're not going to get this ball back. Oh, they are, because he stopped the clock.
Let's go.
So they'll get one play.
Dull hammers downfield. Oh, Lewis makes a mess of it. It was a horrible bounce. Picks it up. Is he going to chip over the top? No, he'll just take it in. And that's going to be it. There's nobody there to play the ball, and the hooter's gone. And that is half-time. Now, it's not too often you get a stunned silence at the break, but Tom Johnston's try means that Steve McNamara will be by far the happier of his. Jordan Abdul makes his way off. Tries for Da Costa and Tom Johnston. 3 goals from Arthur Morg. Means at the break, Hull KR 0, Catalan Dragons 14.
Oh, it's good to hear that both coaches echo what we thought and voiced over that 40 minutes. For the home side, they need to find some steel, need to find some togetherness and a bit of whack in them. For Catalan Dragon, well, more of the same, I think, from Steve McNamara.
Willie Peters, the message was clear. Can his side turn this one around? 14 points to 0, the Dragons lead. Looking to consolidate their place in the top 6. Well, let's get back as the second half kicks off. There has been a bit of late news from the Robins camp. John Wells.
Yeah, we're just hearing confirmation that Sam Luckley, who went off for an HIA prior to half-time, has failed that assessment. So not great start to the second 40 for the Robins.
Not at all. Cheers, John. Went down in that collision, so Willie Peters' options from the bench are a little bit more limited than they were at the end of the first half, but he'll still be confident that the 16 fit players he's got out there can get the job done. Here's Lytton now. Lytton trying to punch holes in the defence. Seguier brings him down 5 shy of the halfway line. I think one thing that is clear, Kyle, if the Robins are going to win this one, they pretty much going to have to score the first points.
Yeah, you would have thought so, wouldn't you? With 40 minutes, we said during the break up here amongst ourselves that if Hull KR could have a decent amount of sets at this part of the field where Romano catches the ball, then they have the opportunity, they have the options as well to pull some points. They've got enough quality in there. But due to the Catalan pack, they just haven't been allowed to advance that far up the field. And Tom Johnson skirts around, just trying to look to poke his nose through. Better defence there from Hadley and Minchella.
Yeah, there's a little bit of pushing and shoving at the previous player of the ball there. Lewis was appealing for a penalty.
Move straight out. Goal free.
5 short of the 40.
4.
Caesarea just short of the halfway line. Da Costa gets it away. Sartai carries forward. Another good strong carry, but the ball's come free. It's been pinched, I think. So he's stolen in the initial contact there. Is that Jez Lytton? It is Jez Lytton.
Just pinches the pocket of Sartai. A big play.
It is. It is again. Initial contact, mate. That's a great bit of play from Lytton. Here now is Hadley.
Move! Back up, back, hold.
There's the ball here Goes centre field. Ball with May. Gets it away now. Taganoa looking to cut back against the grain. Can't poke his head through the tackle. Ball now with Litton. Litton scoots. But he's gathered up in the arms of the marker defender. And the Robins now here with Lewis looking to launch this high. Moore comes and catches it and then falls to the ground. And Catalans have it back. Davis carries up to the 20. Well, Catalan, I think, when they came out here, Carl, would have wanted just to get the first few sets under your belt. Just ease back into this game.
Yeah, they don't have to win this game twice, do they? They just need to make sure that they're solid enough. Each and every one of them just nailing their role. Desiree, he's had a big impact since he's came on. Quick play of the ball again.
Ball kick downfield. Here is Evalds, just had to wait for the ball to sit up. And then he's collected and driven back a few metres.
Move! Up and square. Goal one.
Ball will carry up over the 20. It's the play of the ball away. Here is Broadbent. Comes into a four-man tackle. Now we'll play the ball, and it's swung to May. May gets it out wide to Hiku. Hiku now trying to get to an edge, does get to an edge, uses the dummy, he's got support inside. Hiku only needed to pass, and he didn't. May and Lewis were in support, and Hiku is wrapped up. And now the Robins looking to move it quickly to this near side with Lewis. Ball, did it go forward? It's play on. He's moved out wide, and it's a chance. And Broadbent scores. OKR break. From that right-hand side, Hiku with a burst. The final pass was dubious, but the Robins are over. Broadbent another try, and OKR right back in this match.
And boy, did they need that mark. It all started from deep inside their own half. Tyrone May just throws the pass out to Hiku, who gets outside the centre there. And Tom Johnson does ever so well to rescue that part of the play. But you can just see the middle unit, the Catalan Dragons, they're not back. May spots it, gives it to Lewis, who gets on the outside of Farge. That pass there was the one you called dubious, Mark. It looked A-OK on that one again, but Broadbent is just able to finish this off. The pass here. Maybe, but it matters not, because it's 14-4, and the home team strike first in this second half. 1 minute. Sorry, to keep this game alive for the Robins.
That was more like it from Willie Peters' side. Jack Broadbent proving to be a very useful Robins addition. Yeah, Lewis then off the kicking tee, looking to get them back within 8 points. And felt they had to score first, and they have done in this second half. And Lewis taking his time here, just recomposing himself. Peters looks a little bit more relaxed. Ah, the agony as the ball blows off the kicking tee. A bit of a problem here with his tee, I think, Lewis. Bring back the pile of sand. His birthday this week, Mikey Lewis. Can he help himself to 2 points here? Strikes it, and that is a good kick. Well, we had to wait for it in the end, but Mikey Lewis keeps his composure. Let's go pitch side, John Wells.
Yeah, first genuine attacking opportunity and iced by the Robins. Jack Broadbent, the try scorer, but over 3/4 of the Hull KR tries in 24 have involved Mikey Lewis or that man, Niall Evalds. That his 17th try assist of the 24 season. And remember, of course, he was brought in as a backup, essentially, to Peter Hiku, who was starting the season at full-back. Incredible strike rate.
Yeah, just to jump in on the point Wellesley makes there. He's now sat at the top of that department in try assists, joining Mark Sneed on 17. Of course, Sneed will feature tomorrow. A great return there from Niall Evalds.
It's interesting how things work out. He started the season on the wing, Hiku at full-back, a little bit of a shuffle round, and we saw Hiku there in the centre, showing what a strike player he can be with ball in hand. As Sue is wrapped up, 35 out. How will that affect things here? There's a ball up the middle. Ball on halfway. The Robins on a roll here. Hadley looking for some meters down the middle.
It almost just feels like, I know it's only been 7 minutes, but the Catalan have just pulled off the gears a bit.
High kick's going to bounce. Can Evalds bat it back? It's picked up by Ikavalu. There were just enough blue shirts in the picture there. They didn't deal with that overly comprehensively. And it's an 8-point game here. And the Dragons have been pegged back. What can they do here? They'll carry the ball strongly up to their 40. Da Costa waits, gets it away here now. Fars drops it back on the angle, taken in by Sirenen. So we've got a couple of tackles left in this set. Da Costa finds Abdul, who goes short, taken in by Sims, the lead runner there. He's wrapped up last one, who goes short side. Abdul just chips it over the top, straight into the arms of Niall Evalds. That was as good as a pass.
I just want to highlight the work that Dean Hadley does there. He sprints back, foot touches, gets off his line and gets in the eye line of Abdul, which means that Evalds can just return that kick with interest. And instead of starting near their own try line, they start 30 metres away and offload there, but it's not forward.
No, I don't think it did initially. I don't think it... Oh, they have.
Oh, it's good. They gave up on themselves there.
Yeah, I think they did. I think they're saying that that came off the Dragons player here.
No,
well, he was batted back by Desiree, wasn't it? Well, that should have been 6 again, not a turnover.
Well. My initial reaction, though, Mark, was it came off May.
I don't think it did. It's lit on the shoulder.
Well, it's difficult to say.
I think there, if they didn't give themselves up, I think the referee's happy to let that go on.
Yeah. Well, it's Catalan with their first position of the half. Abdul on Tafaj.
Here is Fars, tries to slice his way through. Ball's come free. They do get it back, Rovers, so maybe a little bit of justice involved there. Fars is furious. The Dragons racing off the line defensively here.
Theo Fars felt that was stripped, and you have to say there's been a couple of iffy calls.
Yeah, marginals.
I mean, for both ways.
Yeah.
It's balanced itself out, right?
Oh, we've got a decent contest here. Can the Robins strike again? Parcell into the action, bear hug to the ground.
Yeah, it's a good time to get Parcell. He's so dangerous. Fresh-legged Minchella looks through the middle, and Parcell and Desiree are going at it.
Well, they were thinking about it, and Parcell thought, yeah, I'll give that one a miss.
Oh, this crowd are right on Liam Moore's back. May.
High kick. Morg coming in. Hiku's after him. Oh, Morg's done really well.
He had to be brave there, Morg.
He did. The crowd are involved now. There's a bit of belief back here at Sul Group Craven Park.
And you sense it's just giving the players a...
Yeah, it has. It is game on. Davis with a carry. Da Costa gets it away. Here now is Seguier, carries it in.
Move up and square, boys.
We're still in the 30 here, and there's only 2 tackles remaining. Da Costa to Sarte, taken down by the legs. Hadley gets his body in front. Last one, Abdul needs that big left boot. Caught on the full, not quite, but it's a could have gone wrong for Evolds. Evolds dummies, gets it away here to Hall. Hall up towards the 40, needs to get to ground and does. Advantage Robins in this little passage of play.
And you feel this game has finally brought its intensity from both sets now. Nothing between these in this second half, but 8 points adrift.
Yeah, here's Tanganoa, centre field then, halfway through the tackle count.
Nothing here.
Short now, here's Iku, gets it away, Burgess gets past Johnston, and he's going to score! Joe Burgess brings up Johnston and sprints over to score. The Robins are in this one, 2 second-half tries, and they trail now by only 4.
Well, we knew they had the capability of clawing the way back into this game. And Joe Burgess with his 5th try of the season. It was beautiful ball movement to the right-hand side. They had all the numbers. Evans comes in, Hiku releases Joe Burgess, and he just stands up Johnson and races away. Artie Moore, he can't do anything, he can't cope with the pace from Burgess, but beautiful ball movement. Everybody arriving at speed. The pass selection, the execution, it's all there. Huge score that from Burgess.
Not many go around Tom Johnson on the outside, but Joe Burgess backed himself and he gets there. Mikey Lewis with a tough assignment from the far side. Burgess missed the last 4. He's another one, been a very good pickup for the Robins. Lewis will take his time.
Ball to ground and stuff. Let's just stay on it as long as we can. They're coming together, but there's not really much. It's just pushing and shoving. Time off.
Well, this to get them back within 2. What a response from Hull KR. Remember, a win will send them second in the Super League table. Willie Peters looks a little bit more animated now.
Well, whatever he said at half-time has certainly worked. Defensively, so much better. Winning the territory. Moving the ball as well. McNamara looks on. Slightly worried.
Yeah, not the start he would have wanted to the second half. The crowd will tell us if this is any good. Sends it low. The cheer tells you he has nailed it. Mikey Lewis just trots back to the halfway line as though he was right in front. They're back within 2.
Well, there might be a slight concern for Steve McNamara as we just watch that try unfold. It's beautiful ball movement. Everybody needing to be exactly where they are. You've only got to cast your mind out to last time out over at Catalan. 2-0 up. And Huddersfield Giants managed to find points, and it's deja vu setting in again for these players. Of course, they went on to win that game. It was the second half that allowed the opposition back in, and that's what's happening so far here.
It is. Rovers.
That's a big space there for Ryan Hall to get in between Sate to quick play the ball. Parcell will jump, no doubt about that.
This game has turned on its head at half-time. That try for Tom Johnson put the Dragons 14 points to the good, but back have come the Robins.
He needs to find an arm.
Tanganoa there. He's had it pinched in a one-on-one.
Oh, good work there. Bailey Siren, and anything you can do, Jez Litton, he can do as well.
Release.
On halfway. What can the Dragons do here as they make changes Here goes Sims, can't find an offload, just over halfway here. Da Costa all the way, all turned back and driven forward. Couple left in the set here. You'd love a score. The Dragons, as the ball works its way to this right-hand side. Ikavalu can't get rid of Lewis. So determined defensively, Lewis. Ball now on the far to the short side here. They're going to put the kick through. That's far too deep. Well, that's why you don't let the back rowers kick it.
No, Danny Sirenen has put far too much weight on that. It'll be a 7-tackle set. As Hiku, he looks to set it all off. Gets his side 10 metres. 6 more to go.
Yeah. Still lots of time, and now a penalty.
Well, this game's just flipped right on its head. It's the Catalan Dragons now. They're under the cosh at the moment. They've not handled this opening 20 minutes of this half at all. Desiree gives the penalty away, and once again the Robins start inside Catalan's half.
On the 4, go.
Tap taken, Lewis gets it away. Taken in by Whitbread, who falls to the ground, just a yard or two short of the Catalans' 40. Here's May, pops it up for Hadley. Hadley drives in. The Robins about to hit the lead for the first time this afternoon. Here's Minchella, finds May. May finds Lewis, short pass Broadbent. Good sliding defence from the Dragons, and Ikaval. As Broadbent round. Ball now works its way back in field for Tangan. Straightens up, goes towards the posts.
Well, they're going to explore this left edge of Catalan once more.
They're going the other way. Minchella, May, short pass goes behind Hiku. Hiku, oh, he's left it. To me, to you, to me, to you, to the Catalan Dragons. So there's a knock on in there, much to the relief there of Hiku and Burgess. Well, they left it to each other on that far side and nobody picked it up.
Yeah, a bit of miscommunication there between the fullback and the winger. There's Desiree who knocks the ball forward. The skill had been on, and it was a 3-on-2 once again, causing an awful amount of trouble in and around Abdul and Romano. It took them 40 minutes to realise in good ball that's where the space is and the joy.
Heads in, 10 seconds. Heads in.
Well, again, they've got Lewis stood right behind the scrum. It looks to all intents now he is just walking towards this near side. May will feed the scrum. There's Lewis now, first receiver, gets it now, just pops it up to Broadbent. They're just laying the platform here. Ball will work its way to Tanganoa, who sets off and is instantly tackled. The Dragons' defence holding firm, but having to do an awful lot more defending in this second half. Here now, Minchella, who finds shot goes in on him, but the Robins are at the right end of the field. Evald swings to the left-hand side of the field here. Minchella finds Lewis. Here is Evalds. Evalds gets it away to Broadbent. Here's Hall. Hall for Broadbent. Broadbent was looking to offload, but Evalds was just slightly in the way there. Better from Hulkar. Knocking on the door again. Looking to strike the lead. Whitbread tackled. Evalds now on the last, swings to that right. Here now is Minchella, finds May. There's Evalds again, into the line, flicks it. Hiku couldn't take it in. Hiku couldn't take it in. And the Dragons still lead by 2.
It looked like Evalds was just going to shape up to find the cutout ball. He holds it a little bit too long. Hiku looks to almost come underneath him. Caught in two minds. And the right arm just knocks that ball on with Romano straight in front of him.
The opportunities will come if the Robins can play at the right end of the field, and this is a big set now coming out.
You've just nailed it, Mark. This defensive set is a huge one just as we approach 60 minutes. It's important that they keep the Catalan Dragons penned inside this half and get another crack at them. because you just get a sense that the Robins are in the groove now.
Yeah, and this is a set where you've got to be keen, but not overly keen. You do not want to draw the whistle of the referee here. Make them work it out the hard way, and that's what the Dragons are doing. A quarter of this game still to go, and it's right in the balance. It's been a great weekend so far in the Super League. Some great games to watch. All of them, of course, live on Sky Sports as Abdul kicks downfield. Evels waits. I'll tell you what, watching Niall Evels play rugby league makes me realise how fit you've got to be to play at fullback these days.
Yeah, very, very demanding. They cover so much ground, and they have to be there to come up with huge, important plays, both in a... to have the smarts and the awareness of where to be, and he sits right underneath that kick from Abdul.
We mentioned every game live from the Super League. We've got Women's Super League as well. Wigan against St Helens in the women's and in the men's on Friday. What a night that will be as Burgess bounces his way out of a couple of tackles. There's a few tired Catalan defenders now. They're having to do a lot of tackling in this second half. Minchella takes it forward. He's wrapped up inside the 40, last one. Lewis wants it, and Lewis will get it. Hoists it high. May is giving chase here. Morg's got to go back to his own post. That's a great catch. Fires a pass to Johnston, and Johnston then bounces off Hiku, and he's still going up to the 20. What a counter-attacking play from the Dragons.
Yeah, much better. Just allows them to breathe a sigh of relief away from their own try line. Terrific work there from Johnston.
That was a great catch, running backwards, ball coming over his shoulder, and then Johnston takes it forward, and the Dragons now up to their own 40. Still got the lead. Can LKR turn this game around?
Oh, yeah.
Here's fires, but not for long. Knock on. And I think that time it was the Dragons who gave themselves up. The body language was of a player who made a little bit of a mistake.
Matthew Morg, just a little fumble there.
Shot clock on.
I don't know.
Well, that looks a problem. It's Paul Seguier with the ice on the ankle, so highly doubtful we'll see him back today. So both players down. One of their interchanges at the moment. Sam Luckley earlier on fell to HIA, picked that up right at the end of the first half.
Heads in, shot clock off, Bailey down.
Steve McNamara looks on. Over 200 games now as coach of the Catalan Dragons. He's been there, seen it and done it. But he'll still be nervous inside. Can his team hang on? What would be a huge win for them. The Leeds winning earlier on. This puts more pressure on the French side. Here now is May. Turns it. Oh, Whitbread ran into his own player there, but no advantage gained. And he falls to the ground. At dummy half, gets it away. Minchella steps off that right boot, drives it forward. Takes them inside the 30. Ball now with Parcell. May. Lewis, short pass taken in. 15 out. Can they force a repeat set from this kind of position? They're going to go to Lewis. Short pass to Hiku. Gets it away. Burgess takes it. Can he find a pass? No. He bundled in the neat hands, but there wasn't enough room.
Yeah, it didn't even look like there was any pairs of hands on down that skinny short side. And Burgess in the end. Cut on the eye.
Holders, boys, please.
He's ushered over. But they've dominated this half, the home team.
Let's go.
Crucial now, the Morg penalty in that first half, because that is the difference between the two here.
Hold now, hold. Go one.
Robbins looking to break into the top two.
Goal two, good.
Tight games and big performances are the to deliver a big performance of their own here in round 16. Tackle made. Dragons haven't offered an awful lot offensively, but they just seem to have weathered a bit of a storm. Can they now get up the other end? Well, they've lost the ball. That's come out, and it's come out, and that is a huge error. And it's Sirinen who spilt the ball.
The Catalan players are asking for Mikey Lewis.
Well, they did. May. That's a great pass to Hiku. Hiku steps in, and he's wrapped up on the 30. Stands in the tackle. The Robins going to come back from 14 points behind. Here's the tackle.
Well, his legs go up above the horizontal for me.
Yeah, had one at Wigan last night. Saw Brad O'Neill sent to the sin bin. Here's Tanganoa, just couldn't get it free. There were 3 Robins waiting. Here now is Parcell. Parcell back to Evans. Evans dumps it back to Lewis. Lewis stands. Then he's going to put the kick through. Davis picks it up. He should be pending goal. He is pending goal. The pressure cranks up another notch from Hull Kingston Rovers.
Yeah, it's going up another level. Mikey Lewis just trying to slide the kick through the weight, and it's brilliant. And so's the chase. Ryan Hall, Parcell and Lewis all in there to make sure that Tom Davies gets trapped in his... And Catalan Dragons, they are clinging on at the moment.
Well, the Robins have only lost once here this season. That was also by 2 points to Warrington. This is a 2-point ball game. There's still time. Abdul is going short here. Is this going to 10? It hasn't. It hasn't. Well, that might be the perfect opportunity here. Abdul got cute.
I'm not, Mark, that is stupid. That is dumb. What is he thinking there? You're 2 points up. You've been under the cosh for 26 minutes or 24 minutes, and you come up with that play. I'm totally confused by what he was thinking. It's a gift for Hull KR. All the momentum's with the home team. That's poor.
Mikey Lewis instructed to get the kicking cone by his coach, Willie Peters. And this to level it up.
Okay, Mikey.
Wow.
It's a game of fine margins. Look, the kick didn't go 10, but the bounce almost took it to the 10. If it goes over the 10, he looks a genius. Now he doesn't look quite so clever.
But you're winning the game. You're winning the game with 13 minutes to go. I don't know. Baffled me that one.
Well, Mikey Lewis has kicked 2 difficult kicks. This should be straightforward.
Stay outside, mate.
This to level it up and keep his 100% record going. Here he comes now. Hammers it straight through the middle, and we are all level. We've already had 1 golden point game in the Super League on Sky Sports this afternoon. Are we going to get another one?
It's looking that way as we enter the final 11 or so minutes. 14 all locked in. Game on.
Stay behind, boys, please.
Well, it was 14-0 at half-time to the Dragons. And now it's all level. Here comes Ryan Hall and the Robins.
The wind is in the sails.
Bit of pushing and shoving here, and there's a player down. Referee will stop play.
We've got a man down for that injury. We'll just stop the game, mate. No worries. Stop the game, mate. That's all. Don't worry about it.
Instruction from Ryan Hall. And he returns that ball off the kickoff that leaves Ikivalu in a heap. Such a big man, Ryan Hall. He carries that ball back like a front rower. Ikivalu comes off second best.
Referee just checking he's okay. I think the Dragons will welcome a bit of a breather here. They've been under the pump second half significantly. Steve McNamara looks on. Interesting to get his thoughts post-match about that short goal line dropout should the Dragons go on to lose here.
Well, if you do go on to lose, sure there'll be some stern words said.
Likavalu is coming off, so that's his afternoon done. Cesar Rouge is coming on for the Dragons.
Just take a step, Ryan, please. Take a step.
Interesting how that works out. Likavalu then into the sheds for a head injury assessment. Here come the Robins then. They've just got themselves level. Now they've got to get a good set. The Dragons ramping it up defensively here. Can they force an error from Hull KR? Here now is Hadley.
He does a lot of hard work, doesn't he, Hadley? Just a solid player.
Yeah. I would imagine he's a great teammate.
Yeah.
Here now, the ball to Lewis. Dummies. Tackles come flying in. Well, they haven't lost any of the aggression, the Dragons.
Hold now, hold.
They're struggling for meters. That's better from Tanganoa. Tackle 5.
They need a very good kick here. They're going to Lewis. Lewis is under pressure. Hoists it downfield. Morg waits on his own 20 again. Oh, how's he caught that? What a catch that is.
Over his head. A couple of them this afternoon.
That was wobbling in the wind. Great hands from Arthur Morg. Will it be a moment of skill? Will it be an error that breaks the deadlock here? Or will we need golden point extra time?
Well, Jez Litton was the man last time out over at the Jungle for Hull KR. That 13-12 win. I wonder who in there is going to be doing it.
Well, Litton's not out there at the minute, so will need to be somebody else. But it might be the Dragons who break through. Last one to go here. Da Costa gets it away. They're going down the short side. Ball out wide. It's collected on the far touchline. Johnston's got nowhere to go. Gets it away, but the tackle is made. Great defence from the Robins. They survive.
Again, similar to the first half, over on that opposite end of the field. It doesn't have to be pretty. You just have to be there.
One. Move. Up now. Hold.
Robins carry again.
2. Move field, straight up.
9 minutes remaining here. Seoul Group Craven Park.
3.
A win for the Robins puts them in the top 2. For the Dragons, a win most welcome in their hopes of staying in the top 6 come the end of the season.
4. Move them in.
Parcell finds Lewis. Lewis takes it into the line, finds Broadbent. Well, they wanted a late hit there, or a tackle. Neither. Ball goes to Lewis. He'll put it high. Morg again. To Morg, bats the ball back, collected by the Dragons, and the attempted steal comes to nothing.
Yeah, good chase through the middle of the field from there. And some tired bodies out there for the Dragons. Blanket around their shape as they look to come away with 80 metres of grass ahead of them. Davis, he just pinches another few.
Well, as it stands, a point will to go above St Helens and Warrington into second place, and it would keep the Dragons a point clear of Leeds as well. So it wouldn't be the worst result in the world for either side, but both will want both points here.
A game of two halves. An old cliche, but it's been so true in this.
It has. Here now come the Dragons. Here's Morg. Morg trying to weave it. Worth bearing in mind, there's Litton. Is he going to be the hero again? Not the drop goal at the Mender host Jungle a couple of weeks ago that saw the Robins. I think when you consider that Burgess scored in the 52nd minute, the last 20 minutes, only the one penalty goal for the Robins, and the Dragons have started to get a little bit more go forward. This is still there to be won. Here's Broadbent.
It's a good carry. I've really been impressed with Jack Broadbent this season.
Yeah, been a great recruit.
Here they go again.
They're looking to get it out wide. What a pass! Oh,
I'm not too sure.
Oh. The big Wally Lewis over the top. The just couldn't take it in.
Look, it's difficult this because this player's worked for them.
Theo, you want it over here?
but I'm not too sure.
I think Johnston's got him anyway, hasn't he?
Yeah.
Even if he catches it.
But again, I understand it because it has worked down that left edge. But at this stage in the game, turning the ball over here, I mean, Catalan Dragon not really having too much of this sort of field position.
You were critical of Abdul for going short. Are you critical of that play there?
I think it's totally different, Mark. I think that's totally different.
It's still a gamble, though, isn't it?
Over 10. Okay, Jordan.
Probably a little bit less of a gamble, I would say that, but it's still a big gamble.
Well, it'll only be a gamble if they go on to concede points here. Abdul, of course, that penalty draw this game.
Well, here come the Dragons. Their first real good ball set in this part of the field. Down there, but they're not had a set down this end. Are the Dragons about to come off the canvas? Busquets takes it forward. Well, they're in striking distance. How ironic if it were to be Abdul that finishes them off here, gets the ball away. The red and white shirts are all over it. 5.5 minutes remaining here. A minimum of 5.5 minutes, could be more. Here now is Abdul, just pops it up for Busquets. Are they setting it up? Well, both Fage and Abdul are back in the pocket. It's Abdul. Wide, it's not the worst kick. Burgess gambled and didn't get there. Another set of 6 incoming here. And the referee says that the Dragons will get the ball back. Well, Abdul didn't panic. He was under pressure thinking about the one. And Burgess couldn't collect it.
The pass wasn't the best for Abdul. It was low and round his legs. Was enough to let Hadley get in his eye line, get up and meet him at that 12-metre area. He elects the crossfield kick and Burgess just spills it. 6 more. And it's a great, it's a great position for Catalan. Have they got enough to see it over?
There's a lot of movement from the scrum, but here now is Rouge. Takes it forward. He's looking, asking for a high shot. And he tried to offload it, and he's lost it. Tackled on, he went for the offload. And how good was that from Minchella? Batted it down and collected it all in one movement. Superb from the skipper.
Oh, he's just lost the plot there. It's a huge, huge mistake from young Rouge.
Ball goes forward again. Here come the Robins. Are we going to Golden Point for a second time in the Super League? Ball with Tanganoa, gets it away, Lewis! Lewis tracked down by Rouge. Last one, he's going, Lewis is trying to nick every metre he can. Are they in striking distance? Litton's got it, no, he's going high. Crossfield bomb against Johnston. Johnson lets it bounce, and it goes out of play.
Oh, which way is this game going to go?
Who knows? 3 minutes remaining. Willie Peters looks on.
Time's off, 2 balls on the
His
field.
side were 14 points in arrears.
Discipline here, boys. Discipline, nothing daft now.
Final 3 minutes. We'll see Hull KR if they can defend this set well, get back in a decent field position for maybe. That's great. That's what you need at this stage of the game.
Well, this set defensively could set up the next set offensively.
Yeah.
Every tackle now has got huge importance on it.
May in his tracks to Sims. That's 2 gone.
Great. Lovely run there. Pass was risky from Garcia. Might have been better holding on to that. Johnston, thankfully for the Dragons, did. This result, I know we're in round 16, this result could have a huge impact on both teams' season. Here now, the ball works its way to Moore, finds Rouge. Rouge tries to hand off Lewis. Lewis has got his man, can they get him over the sideline? No. He'll be held just about 10 in from touch. Last one. Farge kicks low. Little banana kick outside of his foot, and it's going to roll into touch. Oh, about 20 off the line. 2 minutes remaining.
Yeah. A decent outcome, really.
Got the ball.
Just to roll that out. Just take some momentum out of the game.
You say that, it runs off a few seconds off the clock, which may encourage Hull KR to be a little bit more adventurous when it comes to a drop goal, because they won't fear as much maybe the 7-tackle restart set. Well, they've got to get down the other end first.
Move. Goal 2.
What a day of entertainment we have had in the Super League. Litton gets it away. Here now is Minchella. Minchella offloads to Hadley. Hadley drives forward.
Back up, back.
Litton waits at dummy half. Needs something here to get them over the halfway line. Here is Evans, gets it away. Hall has a juggle. He's going to be racked up. Surely they're too far away here. Surely. Ball works its way to Lewis, has to reach for it, gets it away to Litton. Litton now dribbles it forward and it's collected. Now that is a gamble. That is a gamble. Have the Dragons got the energy to get down the other end? They look out on their feet at the moment.
No, I don't think so. 28 seconds left. They'll get another 3 plays here. It's just what can they come up with? Can Hull KR just stay concentrated for this part?
What they don't want to do is give away a penalty here. There's maybe 2 tackles left in this match. Davis carries. Well, it'll be a shot to nothing from here. The coaches look on, the fans look on. They need a quick play of the ball. This is it. They need a quick play of the ball. Jordan Abdul is going to run it. Abdul flicks it away to Romano. Romano gets it away to Johnston. Johnston goes to ground, and we're going to Golden Point. Steve McNamara will make his way pitch side. Willie Peters is getting the instructions down. Jordan Abdul had a shot to nothing but couldn't get the kick away. And it ends all level here. The Dragons were 14 points to 0 up at half-time, but Broadbent and Burgess, together with 3 Mikey Lewis goals, means after 80 minutes, it's all level. Golden Point awaits. Hull KR 14, Catalan Dragons 14.
Go nowhere, Mark. We will be back with you shortly. John Wilkins, Sam Tompkins. That's as frantic a final 10 minutes of a Super League game as I've seen.
Yeah. Neither team grasped that last 10 minutes. It looked like they were, both sides were making things up. Both had opportunities, but all chances to the other side.
Yeah, and Hull KR really worked their way back into the game with some intensity. They got the defence sorted.
14-0 down at the half-time.
14-0 down, right? So they've overturned that deficit. And then in the closing moments of that half, they lost it.
Yeah.
They lost it. And Tyrone made ball to Joe Burgess, a few other little bits in there, and it just turned the game into craziness.
Wind becomes all important.
Does it?
Kicking off becomes all important.
This, the toss of this coin here could decide, have a massive impact, because, this wind is so big that it's not only for you kicking a drop goal, but it's just playing at the right end of the field. We've seen that first 20 minutes when Hull KR dominated.
Well, let's hear the all-important coin toss. We're waiting for Ben Garcia to come over to the referee.
Come a long way now, haven't we, boys? All the best. Heads and tails, Ben. Heads and tails, please. Tails it is. Choose ends. You want to play that way, so Catalan kick off.
Minchella.
Okay, but good luck, boys.
With the wind.
Believe it or not.
With the wind, Catalan Dragons to kick off, running left to right.
It's going to be a massive defensive set for the Catalan Dragons, because they need to limit as many yards as they can for this Hull KR side. Not only for them to get in the half of the drop goal, but for just the arm wrestle.
Quickly call it.
No. Oh, Hull KR, they've got the win.
Catalan.
Oh, no, you would. I knew you would.
Let's get back to Kyler Moore and Mark Wilson. We're in Golden Point extra time here at Sul Group Craven Park.
Cheers, Brian. The coaches look on. There's not a lot they can do now. Who will hold their nerve? Steve McNamara down at pitch side. He still looks relaxed, Steve. Jez Litton, who got the drop goal winner at Castleford 2 weeks ago. Jordan Abdul, what a story it would be if he was to boot the Dragons to victory. All the key protagonists are still out there now. Next mistake could be a game-deciding one. Evans collects the kickoff. Job number 1 done. We had 2 golden point games at the Magic Weekend a few years ago. One of those, Kyle. The Dragons were involved.
Yeah, the craziest thing I've ever been involved with that day. In the last 5 minutes, and then a drop goal. Sam Tompkins playing his part in that one as well.
He did.
Third. Move Jordan.
Right. What can the Robins do here? Offload, that will help.
Good.
Gets the ball away here. Minchella looking to bounce off one. He's up towards halfway. He's still going. The skipper who came up with that vital intercept on his own 10-metre line when he picked off the Rouge pass. Here now is May. May, was his head pulled back there? He's still going up to the 30. Well, they're in range here. Lynn is back in the pocket. Lynn to win it for the Robins and send them second in the Super League, and he's missed.
No, he's pushed it.
He hasn't gone dead, though. It has. Bonus for the Robins. Tackle, they will on the 20.
Well, it's now Hull KR's turn. Defensively, get off your line, get together, shoulder to shoulder. And Tom Davis there just pushes forward a little bit more. Romano, big shot coming in there.
Huge shot. Cavallo has passed his head injury assessment. Oh! Ball hacked forward. What a pickup from Broadbent. If he knocks that on, they would have got another set. He collects it. A strong challenge goes in on Broadbent. Looked like a swinging arm. Here now is Tanganoa. Well, the Robins have got a great opportunity here. When do they go? A win puts them second, but it's a knock-on.
Oh, my word.
Tanganoa has come up with the error. He can't believe it. Oh, dearie me.
Fixed hand over here, boys. Play the ball there.
This is insane.
No, it's a play the ball. It's incorrect. Play the ball.
The last 10 minutes, the first 2 have started in the same fashion.
What's that? No, it's incorrect. Play the ball because he plays the ball forward.
So we saw Rouge lose it on tackle 1 at one end. Tanganoa lose it on tackle end.
So play the ball here. Play the ball there. No worries. Here we go. Time's off, mate. You're not losing anything. Mate, keep ball play.
Apologies if any choice language there. Stress on the field. It's great for us as neutrals, not so great for those whose hopes and dreams could be defined by what happens in the next few minutes. 5 minutes each way, remember, in Golden Point. That's it. If it's level after that, it will be a point apiece. Lewis went for the steal.
Trying to strip it again.
They're working forward here. The Dragons are going to get within range, potentially, on this set.
Some decent carries there from the Dragons, arriving onto the ball at speed.
Reminder, 8 of this 17 featured for France last week. Here now is Abdul. How near do they need to be with that win? Well, that's a good carry here. One more like that, and they are right in distance. Abdul is pointing, says to Desiree, go straight forward, and he does. Abdul in the pocket. Jordan Abdul to return to Rovers. And blow! Abdul strikes it wide.
Well, now Laval's getting on. Tap here. The Dragons aren't onside. Oh.
Zero.
Well, Abdul would have enjoyed that. He'll be with the black and whites next season. Tanganoa replaced by Soaso Su. A 7-tackle restart. Is it enough to get the Robins down the other end? They've both had a shot at glory in the Golden Point period. Here's Whitbread. Works his way forward.
Back now, go 2, play on.
Litton finds Lewis. Lewis finds the fullback who gets it away here. Evolds finds Broadbent. Who's going to be the match winner?
They need to get to the middle of this field.
They do. They've still got 2 tackles left. Here's Minchella. Thought about offloading.
Now one more straight in.
They want one more 10-metre carry. And here's Soaso Su. And there is carry. Lynn waits in the pocket. Take two. To the top two. He's got time. Left footed. Strikes it.
Oh, he's pulled it again.
And he's missed the target again. It faded away.
Yeah. Oh.
No penalties now,
Well, the players are out on the feet. 4 minutes of extra time.
0.
There have been 3 very reasonable opportunities. Litton's had a couple, Abdul's had one. And we're still all level. And the Dragons, any hopes they had. Tom Johnston again has picked up a knot. He's holding the back of his knee again. This time it does look a little bit more serious as Sirinen can't get it away. The first half, they're going for the power play. There's no problem if they don't make it. Well, Steve McNamara's not overly happy with what he's seen in that opening first 5 minutes. Again, Willie Peters looks calm and collected as he gets his instructions on. We're halfway through the golden point. More of a worry. Tom Johnston is down. We've already had a golden point draw this season between Lee and Castleford, and at the break in golden point, it's still Rovers 14, the Dragons 14.
Well, setting up for a drop goal, is it an art form?
Well, it seems very difficult if we're watching that last 5 minutes. You know, both teams have got in position, but just not quite nailed that last play.
Yeah, it's important positionally to get into the right spots. We're just talking about the nuances of it. Do you stand that sort of deep behind the ruck? Do you stand wide and flat, pretending you've got shape, disguising the fact you're going for a drop goal? In general, play is easy. In golden point, it's impossible.
I think with Jordan Abdul now, wind assisted, I think he can stand as deep as he wants because he can kick a ball a long, long way. I think it could go from anywhere for Jordan Abdul.
Can we change our predictions now?
No.
Sam, it is a fair point that it's not going to be 40 out's not going to be out of range for Jordan.
Absolutely not. 40 out, he'll still kick it over the stand. He's got a massive boot on him, and with this wind, it's going to go a long, long way.
So I would suggest to you then that the kick-off here for OKR, kick-off and defensive set is going to be massive to start this.
It is, but even if they get a good defensive set on, as we said, Jordan Abdul can pop this 70 metres downfield. His big boot's huge now.
All right, second half, golden point, extra time. Here it is with Mark Wilson and Kyler Moore.
Cheers, Brian. Will we get a winner, or are we getting a second golden point draw? Lee against Castleford earlier in the season couldn't be decided in 90 minutes. Is this one going to be the same? Sartai with a big carry to get the set off.
Carry as well.
Hold there, hold. Go on.
Dragons dominated first half, led 14-0. Back came the Robins to level up with 12 to go.
Hold. Goal 2.
But as yet, no game breaker. Gets all balls on the ground, that could be the game breaker. Oh, the referee's pulling it back for a knock on either way. But who knocked the first pass down? It's Catalan's ball.
Yeah, just the left arm of Ryan Hall. He has to make a play for that. Otherwise, Davis is away.
Well, the boys were talking about a 40-metre drop goal. They only need 15 metres to get within that kind of range. Steve McNamara will be hoping that his close season signing from the Robins might be the match winner here.
Well, it hasn't quite worked out for Abdul. But is this the moment?
Heads in, please. Shot clock off.
Where he just knocks that ball over and sends the Dragon away with 2 points, but they've got a full set to get through first.
They have.
One. Move Matty off the ball.
We've had a couple of either side have been in good position and managed to make a mess of it. Here's Sartai, another good carry from him. There's no doubt now they're in range. There's no doubt that's a great carry from Sartai.
Huge carry.
Huge now. When do they go? Well, Abdul's not even involved in this passage of play. This is up your jumper time. Now he's moving into the middle of the field, Abdul.
3.
He's waiting, he's calling the shots. They're not going yet, or are they? Morg is back behind the play. They're going to have another settler with Bosquet. Takes it in. Fage, Morgan, Abdullah back. Da Costa's got a choice of 3. He's going now, gets it. Theo Fage to win it for the Dragons. He's kicked it. Theo Fage, the Dragons' hero. Steve McNamara's side complete the double over the Robins. The Dragons' flag is flying high. A much-needed victory here. And the Robins' hopes of going second in the table have been dashed. Last gasp drama here. And Catalan 14 were pegged back. We went to golden point. Litton missed twice. Abdul missed. But when the chance came to Theo Fage, he slots it over and makes no mistake.